Good evening, good evening, good evening. All of my subscribers, my viewers, my family, friends, whoever will be tuning in to this session tonight, um, it's going to be a little bit different. We are definitely still addressing and digesting, but the meal is served so different tonight. So, guys, you have just tuned into And Let's Digest. This is your girl Deidre. I'm here with you guys a little early, but wanted to get this message out. Tonight, the topic of I want to say digesting, but guys, I don't know. I haven't been able to digest this at all. It's literally just processing. And because in the process of digesting, we have to address it first, I figured this would be a session where we literally just addressed, which means that I'm just going to literally read out some statistics to you guys. Um, this is not just a my issue. This is not just a community issue. This is not just a state issue. This is a worldwide issue. And we all need to be addressing this. Um, Started out just one with prayer points and, something that I'm so passionate about my elders and my children. So tonight I just titled this "It Has to Stop." This has to stop. So guys, and without giving the title completely away, I just want to read some statistics, right? And this is on online sources, DHS.com, love146.org, if I'm able to say those things. But this is where I'm pulling the facts from. So it states, at this very moment, it's estimated that over 3 million children are being victimized in sex trafficking and labor trafficking. At any given moment, an estimated 50 million are being victimized in situations of trafficking and exploitation worldwide. 25% of these are children. Whew. In the case of child sex trafficking, forced fraud, or coercion do not need to be present, and the crime is simply exchange of any sex act with a child of anything of value. Okay? Sex trafficking is not just a woman and girls issue. About 15% of those in our U.S. survivor care have been boys and non-binary youth. Listen, I'm a mother of a son. He's 21 years young, and I can count on one hand the amount of people I've allowed him to stay with. Subconsciously, my mind has always been to protect, and our children are vulnerable. They need protecting. And so I did my best to do that at all costs. On with the facts. Of 22 million in forced marriage, children make up 41%. Of 3.9 in state-imposed labor, children make up 8%. Of 6.3 million in sex trafficking, children make up 26%. Of 17.3 million in labor trafficking, children make up 8%. Trafficking occurs wherever there are people, but more so wherever our children are. Again, this is not an issue because the children could be your children. It could be your sister's children. It could be your brother's children. It could be your husband's children, i.e., your child. Every child needs a village. And regardless on whether we are blessed enough to tuck ours in at night and keep them safe away from harm. Some child is not safe right now. Some child is in harm's way. See a child, help a child. I don't even know if that's a thing, but it needs to be a thing. And maybe it's a thing that I'll be blessed to bring about because the awareness is not loud enough for me. Granted, this is not a situation that just happened. It's been happening. Made me sick to even watch it on TV or in a movie. It is just crazy the amount of things that we have to hide from or protect ourselves from in this world. But to know there's so many more for children to have to fight against. Are we really fighting for them? Have we been fighting for them enough? And if we haven't, what are we going to do to change that? It has to stop. It has to stop. Somebody has to get tired. We all should get tired. And again, this is Let's Digest. We are addressing this, but I have not been able to digest this thing just yet. It is going to sit on our stomachs like a 64-ounce steak. And it'll be hard to process and break that down. And it should be, because what happens when we get a stomach ache and we can't process something properly? We go take something to help our system move the way it needs to move. But all in all, we take action. We do something to correct the issue because it's uncomfortable, because it makes us feel even sicker. If this topic that is addressed tonight, if you're able to digest it, cool. Maybe you should come on and give us some perspectives as to how we could digest this. Maybe this is a topic that I am not quite sure how to digest, but I'm here willing to address it. And I know I won't stand alone in this. Listen, the prayer warriors are already out there because your girl is Southern fed and raised. And so she believes in the power of prayer. I know the power of prayer works because I've tried it for myself. I can say that with a smile on my face because there's still joy in my heart. But there's so much inside of me that is uncomfortable, that I can't process, that won't be digested until something happens, until action is being taken. So, one more statistic. I am tuning in from the US. In the US, there's over 300,000 children alone in foster care, who don't have homes, who are open to a lot of things because the protection is not so secure. It's not really in place the way it should be. And if you can look at your babies and they're peaceful tonight, they're well fed, they have a roof over their head, they're in your care, so you know that they're protected, think about the one that is not. As I don't want you guys to be in this world addressing and digesting things alone, this is not something that we need to process and digest alone. This is a us problem. This is a our thing. As we are somebody's child, a child is somebody's child. And so tonight, I just want you to think about the child. I just want you to pray for a child other than the one that you love, because you have enough love for them. Spread a little bit of love to another one. Maybe you can't save them in the position that they're in, but if you pray hard enough, if your heart cries out hard enough, loud enough, something can change. Something will happen. And so that is my short message for tonight. That is it. That is all. Guys, we have addressed this. But again, your girl is not able to digest, because to digest means to clear everything out, means to process it completely, means that things have passed through and went to the respected place. And this is going to sit on me for a while. I hope it sits on you long enough that you want to take action and do something. We are not the only one with problems and issues that we have to address and digest. There's a child that has no direction, has no way of knowing that there is something to digest. Find a child, see a child, help a child, pray for a child, love on a child outside of the one that you've been blessed to have. Guys, I love you always. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Drop something in the comment section, maybe even just a heart tonight. I get that some topics won't be as light as others. That's understandable, but it's still something that unfortunately we all have to address at some point in life. And hopefully there will be resolution. And one day we will all be able to peacefully digest this thing. Until next time, be blessed and love on each other because we all need it.